not around. You literally know when it's you know that it's literally better if I'm not around. That's what we be saying nowadays, man. That's that, like, you know what I mean? Just talk that talk. Look at my fish, boy. Ooh, yeah, baby. I think that's what people say nowadays. They go, yeah, baby. All right, let's lock in, man. Long time since the last stream. Would be surprised if anybody showed up, please. Please show up. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Miss Cherries, Aiden, Bad Ape, Dark Matter, Pocket? Tear's in here. What's going on, Tear? Long time no see. Necro, Lil Josh, Pocket, Burrito Power. I just had a burrito for dinner, dude. What's going on, Porter? What's going on, Zixify? What's going on, everybody? Holy smokes, it's been a long time. What's going on, Animals Hedgehog? You know, dude, that's your uncle? That's sick. That's sick, dude. What's going on, McDrunk? What's going on, Joe? What's going on, KLC? Hey, Christina, how's everybody doing? Listen, if you guys just joined in, make sure you guys slam that like button, dude. Selfish little plug right here, right to start the stream. Wouldn't be crafty if I didn't do that. No, like, I don't know if I've ever really plugged to you guys, ever. What's going on, Ender? What's going on, Dark Matter? Guys, listen. Yo! JT7 starting us off hot, man. I need to get, like, some celebration stuff added into the stream. JT7 with the 20 bomb. Hopefully Star Wars Update 2.0, JT7. Oh my gosh, man, please. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter, man. Please, please, please give us a teaser, man. Seriously, I hope that we get one. I really do. I think we will. Today was 1 year to the day that we got our last one. Hopefully we get one. But we have a fun little stream for you guys today. Turn that off, y'all. We're not plugging that. And that's so loud. What is with that? Listen, guys. A long time ago, this is like a Star Wars thing, right? I watched Star Wars, like, the intro where they're like, where they say like a long time ago galaxy, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I know the intro. I've watched like most of the movies. Also, the lag. Am I right? JT7, do I remember you, brother? Of course I remember you. Brother, of course I remember you. I know a lot about you. But you guys know, like, the intro, dude, in a galaxy far, far away. Like, that's kind of what this was like for me. Because I was supposed to record this video, like, 3 months ago. And I'm just the worst human in existence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just awful. Not actually. But something that's pretty cool that I have to show you guys today is a few things. Listen. Today I have you guys saw the title, as long as the title's correct. I hired the best builders in Lego Fortnite Odyssey to build me the best possible village and area in all of Lego Fortnite Odyssey. Now listen. Hold on, let me get a real close up here. Hold on. I'm right there. Yo. Guys, now that I'm close up and like now this is personal. Okay, a lot of people make these videos. They go, "Oh, I had good people make me stuff." No, we don't do. Listen, we don't do like, "Oh, we got good people to." We got the best people to build me a big village here. The best, literally the best. Not, you know what? Like these people. That's like a term that you shouldn't use. These people that's a term you literally shouldn't use. But in this context, it's not bad to use. If any of the people that I talk about today were to enter into a build contest held by Epic or held by any other content creator, I would put all of my Brick Life credits in the fact that they would win. Okay? Like, even this area was built by them. Okay? Like, this village that you guys have seen, except for this part. Okay, I did this. This atrocity that you guys see, this was me. So if you guys want any, like, idea of, like, okay, are these people actually good builders? You look at this right here, this atrocity that exists right here. And, yeah, you look at this atrocity right here, and then you go, okay, well, now when I could just look at something clean like this, or even this, you can be like, oh, well, Crafty didn't build that very obviously. When you guys see the build that I'm going to show you, it is absolutely incredible. But it's not just that. So listen, what they did was they made this for me here. There was how many are there of you guys? 6 or 7, right? I think there's 7 of you guys that worked on this. So I just want to give a huge shout out to every single one of them. Brooks, Creative Phoenix, Miller King, Shmoo, Spidey, and Villager Joe, probably my favorite builders in all of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. They went ahead and they built me the best and the biggest village. This is kind of like a small layout of it that you guys can see, but when we get there, you guys are going to be like, yo, there's a lot of stuff that's actually there, okay? So when you guys take a look at this, we'll go in order from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, 7, everything like that, and I'll show you everything that they built. It's guys, listen, can I get a close-up again real quick? Okay, Triggerfish, let's get another close-up here. It's so much, and it's so well detailed that I told them, I said, I can't make a YouTube video on it. I just can't fit it all in. There's too much. We have to do a live stream, and I have to show off everything that you guys built. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. But this is what we got, guys. This is my village. This is what I built. This atrocity here with, like, random walls and stuff like that that's, like, all over the place. And I've even ruined, like, some of the stuff that they built because I put, like, the walls at the top and stuff because I have to do, like, closer up videos when I record my intros and stuff. Like, recording like this is a lot uglier than recording like this, if that makes sense. It's a little bit closer up and personal. You know what I'm saying? But they also built me this right here. There's a lot of things. Guys, there's a lot of things that they built. Like, even stuff like this is well done and nice looking. It's literally like a fish buffet right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they built stuff here. But the other thing about this that's pretty cool is it's not just showing off a build. There's also a scavenger hunt involved. I started it, but again, I'm the worst person in the world, so I started it, but I didn't finish it because I really just am not very good at finding things. Oh, what the heck was that, dude? I'm not good at finding things. I apologize for whatever that noise was that my mouth just made. It wasn't like reflux or anything. I don't even know what that was. But they gave me, like, how many pages is this? 45? What does that say? 2 of 45? 45 pages of a scavenger hunt that I have to go through and collect as many brute scales as I can, which is odd because they took all of my regular brute scales and hid them from me, but it's the frost brute scales that I actually have to find. So that's what I have to do. These ones they hid from me. Yo, Zixify with the $2.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and JT7 with the donos this early. But I had to find more brute scales. I had to find like 12 of them. I had to find 12 more. But like, without further ado, am I right? Let's go and take a look at what they built for me. This is the duplication glitch. It still works if you guys wanted to do it. Yep, it literally still works. They didn't patch it. Don't know why. Hey, were you guys gonna patch the duplication glitch? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Probably. They probably will. Not right now. All right, let's get going here. We're gonna start with the this is like a little bit of a glimpse right here, a little bit of a teaser. You know what I'm saying? Just a little teaser of what we're gonna get ourselves into. Some of the stuff literally has not rendered in. So some stuff literally has not rendered in. I also want to point out that when I'm showing you guys this, keep in mind that, like, none of this is none of this are prefab builds. These are all, like, custom built, head to toe, inside and out. Everything like that is all custom built, okay? This first one is, yo. Do you guys want to explain whatever that is? You guys want to explain what this is right here? Who wants to explain that? What is that? Is this like a UFO? Is this a Star Wars Part 2 teaser? It's not. What's going on, Jen? All right. So this was created. We could take a look at our location and stuff. This was created by Spidey Drew. I already walked through this stuff, but I do want to show you guys everything as well. This is kind of like a play on Raven's Tower, but also just like a bit. What is going on in our world, dude? What is that? What? Can you guys see that? What is that? What is this stuff? Now I'm mad. No, I'm kidding. Zixfy, I can't add people because they don't know. I feel bad if you like sent in a donation because you wanted to get added, but I can't add people because of because of donations. That would just start like a really bad trend of people donating money to get on my friends list. And while like that would be a very cool way to get rich, You know what I'm saying? Go and get on a few vacations, maybe travel to Italy or something. It's probably just not like the most ethical thing to do. But if you donate like 10 grand, I'll add you guys on my friends list. I really will. All right. Now, the first thing, so, okay, like you said, it's kind of like a Raven lighthouse, right? Perfect. Kind of what I was going for, because I wanted things to kind of like resemble the Storm King. This is the Storm King village. Yo, Gen Red with the 11 months, dude. 11 months is crazy. We're closing in on a year. You know that Spidey did it because there is quite literally a Spider-Man watermark here to let me know that he built it. Can you build a village in the storm area? You can, technically. Can I fight the Storm King? I could. It wouldn't be very entertaining for you guys because I light him up. But a lot of unique things you could literally already see right here, dude. An upside-down ghost. I'm not even kidding. When I first walked up here, that did give me not like a real jump scare, but like a, yo, like, what is that kind of thing? You know what I mean? But everything in here is decorated nice, okay? And this is going to be like a common theme for you guys, is you're going to be able to see, like, this looks like a, this kind of looks like, you know, like a something. Dude, I'm trying to get it out of my mouth and I just don't know the words. Obviously, Spidey drew and I have stuff to do with spiders. This looks like a little haircut spot, but the thing is, I'm bald. I'm literally bald. So what do we do? Is this a haircut spot, Drew? Because let's play with this. Yep. Okay. Like, if this is for a haircut, I'm bald. I don't have any hair. Okay? I don't have any. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. But then this is pretty cool. We got like a juice bar, or maybe this is blood. I don't know what the theme is here. Like, I know that there's a like, is this blood or is this juice that I could drink, dude? You know what I'm saying? This nice little cool area, chill area here. And I like the different colors as you go up because you could see like this one's red right here. Down there was green. We have a nice little, this is kind of like a throne almost. Well, I don't know why it pointed me that way. Blood factory. Okay, dude. See, that makes a lot of sense. A blood factory makes a ton of sense. I like this a lot because I don't think anybody uses this statue ever. Nobody ever uses this statue, but we're able to get it in here, which is obviously really, really nice. Then up top here, same exact thing. I don't know what this is. Some of the decor, guys, I really just have no idea. Like, it's not them that made it. That's no idea. It's like, I don't even know what this could be. Holy smokes. What was that noise? What's going on, Fred? There's no Star Wars update coming like before. Yeah, there is, TK7. You just got to trust, man. We got one. What's going on, Jose? What's going on, Lil? I appreciate that. This looks like something that's like growing a flower, you know? Like growing like some sort of flower or something. Or this is a crown. I think it's a flower. But as we get up here is when we get to the top of the lighthouse, which then I have like my little computer area where I can record my videos and stuff. I don't know what's on that computer screen there, but we could also take a look over here. And again, some stuff literally isn't rendered in. You see where this jump pad is right there? There is a whole render that's there that we can't see, and even behind it that we can't see. But as we go up top here, there's even more. This is kind of like I guess like a house. I use this bed to sleep because I need it to be daytime. There's a coffin up here just so Dana can stay with me at all times. I'm going to just imagine that's why that was put there. There's a bathtub, a literal toilet here right next to the bathtub, which is awesome because that would mean that I could use the bathroom when Dana's bathing if she ever gets out of there. You know what I mean? And kind of force her out. But inside of here was where I found my first Frost Brute scale, which meant that I was off on the right track. You know, I was on a good start. But again, this was all custom built by Spidey, so shout out to Spidey for this entire lighthouse, Raven-themed lighthouse. When you come down to here, this is where you get to see every expert mode trophy. So obviously, I unlocked every single trophy because I'm probably the best LEGO Fortnite Odyssey player of all time. But he went ahead and, yo, what is this, yo? What is going on in the sky? Star Wars Part 2 is confirmed in this stream. I'm just kidding. Don't ever take that serious. But all the trophies are shown on here, which look absolutely amazing. A very nice display using different type of lights that, again, I don't see a lot of people use, which is really nice. Good to see you, Nico. Yeah, Pablo, I want to show off this build that I got. Hopefully it's nighttime by the time we get to the church. I'll make sure that it is, Brooke. Weapons X bundle, yeah, it's one of the coolest bundles. And they haven't put it back in the game, which is like unfortunate. Rip Dana, no. We don't ever rest in peace, Dana. We don't want her to rest in peace. TK7, in fairness, TK7, a year ago today was when we got our first teaser for Lego Fortnite. So, Lego Fortnite Star Wars. So it's not like the worst thing in the world that we haven't gotten it yet. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2 is going to be the village square right here, which I think would look a lot nicer during the daytime, but we could do pretty much whatever. Now, I want to talk about how detailed this is, okay? Because it's important to note, like, how this is, like, the most detailed build of all time. This is a dentist's office. This building right here is a literal dentist's office. This is actually going to the dentist. Or at least that's what I took from it. This is you going into the dentist. Or the doctor? Yeah, I think it's the doctor and the dentist. Because this room looks like a dentist's office. Yeah, this one looks like you went to the dentist. The other one looks like you're going to the doctor. You kind of get a 2-for-1 special in here, which is really, really cool. And like I said, you guys can see how detailed it is. Like, there's even toilet paper hanging on the wall right here. I don't think that's actually toilet paper. I was just joking. It's not actually toilet paper, okay? Cannot move villagers from village anymore? No, unfortunately, they removed that. Here, let me make this daytime very quickly. Everybody close your eyes while I walk around. Yeah, it's difficult to know who decorated what now because this area was designed by 4 of you guys, I believe. Right? So in this area was built by Shmoo, Joe, Spidey, and Creative Phoenix. And you guys can see that Dr. Baraska is actually using this area as like a little hangout spot. But when we get in the water biome, probably late. It looks like it's a little bit delayed. We're in a big time delay right now. Okay, but this is our village square for the Storm King update. Okay? So this is the Storm Chasers base camp, level 10 obviously. 3 out of 6 residents because it's just Carl Ruckus, Coop, and Dr. Baraska. The animals are not here. I mean, we have a ton of animals. They're just not, like, linked to me, which is fine. But this is the town square. And again, these are all custom builds. I don't think that we used any prefab. And when I say we, I mean them. I don't think they used any prefabs. Let's start off in this building right here, which is like, I walked in here. It's a little bit laggy. But, dude, is this not, like, the coolest little hangout? You bring your friends in here and you just hang out. Hey, Dana, get me a drink. She's still in her coffin. You know what I mean? Like, grab me a coffee and bring it to me? Am I right? That's what we need. You tore down the prefab Storm Chaser village. Yes, and that's an important thing as well. So they tore down the old build and then put this one in here. Now, this is where I could do my makeup because obviously Triggerfish needs a little bit done, you know? He needs a little bit done to his face. Again, it gets a little bit laggy, but I think that's the servers. But inside of here is where all of the villagers live. So Coop lives inside of here. There is a storage area inside of there, and then Coop could do her makeup inside of here. There's an upstairs area as well. And yeah, I'm going to talk about Miller King beating the complexity, which is very interesting and cool because he sent that to me. Up top here is going to be where the main man, Carl Ruckus, stays. They gave him like the suite up here. You know what I mean? The Storm Chasers King, you could call him, because he's like your main person. There's a treasure map on the desk for him. There's a bunch of storage here for him. I got the Frostbrute scale from inside of here already, but he has a really nice area. And he's also eating cherries up here, which you're not supposed to eat in your room, guys. You're not supposed to. I'm doing good, Sandbox 4 Studios. I hope you're having a great day. What's going on, Cole? What's going on, Terry? Hey, if you guys said what's up inside of the chat and I didn't respond, don't take it, like, don't get mad at me, okay? You know, I'm new to this whole streaming thing. I'm not actually new. I just took a long break from it, okay? But yeah, this is like a cool, chill area. Like, I guess it would almost be a pub, but there's cherries on the table, but there's a coffee machine over here, a nice relaxation area with a clock above it. What time is it right now? Holy, it's what, 12? Like, what time would that be? It's like 11:52, dude. AM? Yeah, 11:52 AM? Probably. All right, let's just go down the line. Now we have a gardening area or a gardening house, yeah, with all these flowers. We could sell them if we want to. There's a cash register right here, but a very nice little flower area, which is really nice. With a bookshelf. I mean, this is like just a relaxation. Like, all of these areas are just like very chill and relaxed and nice to hang out in, which is awesome. Down here, we have a trash can, which is cool. A little secret hideout spot right here. We should play hide and seek on here one day. That'd be actually so much fun. But inside of here, ooh, let me in. All right. Nice little flower shop, which is awesome. Hey, I said that, right? Flower shop, I said that. Inside of here, this is like, how do I explain this? What's going on, Animals Hedgehog? What's going on, Austin? What's going on, Toto? This is an area for you to use, like, to do, you know, guys, like, give me a break, okay? I know words. I know what jobs are in real life, okay? I know what things are. But this is where you would do, like, knitting and stuff. Right? Knitting. Yeah, like a tailor. This is where you would go to get, like, your suit fitted and stuff like that. Upstairs, they have, like, all of the machines and everything. And you could even see, like, this is where you would iron your shirt. Literally. Down here, you have your storage, which you got to check because there's a frostbrute scale in there, baby. That's how little I checked for frostbrute scales. But inside of here, again, very nice, well detailed. You even got people, like, looking out. They're not real people. They're fake, obviously. They're not real people. Little flower stand with a banana and a trash can here. Don't slip on it. Don't slip on it. Inside of here, okay, this, when I saw this, this is actually where Dana's hanging out, okay? This is Dana, guys. I'm introducing you guys to Dana. Unfortunately, we locked her up for a while, and she just didn't make it. I don't know if anybody's complaining about that, but the judge came down harsh on her and gave her life. Close that, just in case. We don't want her ghost to come out or anything. You know what I mean? But this is like a prison or like a... Can we close that, please? Stop opening the door. This is like a prison. And that's Dana. Oh, and the cobblestone road, dude. Why did I not focus on this? Look at the road, dude. Look at the floor to get to the center area. How nice this is. Come on. Like, are you going to tell me if anybody has made anything better than this? Come on. Lock in. Look at this. It's so nice. It's like I'm actually in like a nice little town square. Are the new chests fixed? No, but they did respond to me on Twitter for the first time since I started making videos, and they said that they did pass the info along to their team. So they will be doing that. Who's Dana? She's like the worst villager in all of the land. This is like the country club. No, I'm kidding. This is like a hangout area with a fire pole to get you from the top down, which is pretty cool. But you guys saw that what's her name? Dr. Barasco was hanging out in here earlier. It has like a kitchen, a little hangout spot. Upstairs, it has a few beds up top here as well. Nothing inside of that storage. See, I'm not looking at my notes. I have notes for this stuff, but I wasn't looking, and that's probably why I've missed out on some brute scales, and I don't have any of them. But it has a kitchen, a downstairs relaxation area. I think that somebody said this was like a hotel. Regardless, so nice. You feel bad at building? Yeah, man. Imagine how I feel. Imagine how I feel. We're going to go over this one a little bit later because that was built by a different group of people. So we're going to stick with here. Inside of here is like the armory, it looks like. I believe I found the brute scale in here. 44 tropical smoothies randomly sitting in here. All right, guys. Is that an Easter egg? Probably. But then we got our curved stairs to go up to the second floor here, which is going to have our rift station or fast travel, as well as having a bunch of our Storm trophies inside of here as well. The only one missing is going to be the Storm King trophy, which obviously is found out front. But this is a refurbished firehouse is what they're saying, which makes sense because of the, the pole in the center, which makes sense. That's not for dancers. That is obviously for firemen. It looks like there's a third floor on... Okay, there's not. Okay, I was thinking there was. Hello. What are you doing? You feel me? Yeah. Now, I'm going to be so honest. I find Carl Ruckus inside this building every single time that I come here. Okay? This is like the pizza shop, the bakery. This is where you come and you order food, and he loves it. He was in this exact seat yesterday. Okay? He was in the exact seat yesterday doing the same thing, eating by himself. But you see, we got strawberries. We got different pies on the wall, bread, desserts. We got a nice little bakery here, or like a dessert area, which is really nice. The bakery was Drew, which is very nice to see. And again, you could walk right up here and I could say like, hey, give me a pizza. Because there's literally pizza here as long as there's no pineapple on it. Yep, no pineapple on that, it doesn't look like. And then obviously you got to check the chest to make sure that there's nothing in them. Whoa. Yo. See what I'm saying? This is why I told him. I said, you guys got to be inside of here because I think I'm like triggering it only kind of though. Look. There's a fire under there. Look, the oven's on. You guys see what I'm saying? This is why I told him. I said, you guys got to be in the stream. I'm not looking at this unless you guys are here. Now, here's our pizza shop. This is our meat spot. This is like a real Italian deli right here. Hey, let me get some cheese, yeah? I'm literally lactose intolerant. Don't give me cheese, okay? Check our chest. Check our fridge. I don't know how they're running a business here. They don't got any cheese except for up front. Kaz would like it, though. Yeah, cheese. Wait, you got some cheese with that wine? That's what. So, all right. So, if you guys ever see somebody in real life, you guys learned this from me, but you guys probably know other people do it. If you guys ever see somebody and they're like whining, you know, like my son's a year and a half. Sometimes if he wants to go outside, you know, or he wants like a toy, and I'm like, no, you can't play with that right now. And he starts whining. I go, you need some cheese with that wine, because cheese and wine is like a comp. You guys know what I'm saying. That's like you say that to people if you ever. So if you ever hear them whining, you just say you need some cheese with that, and then they'll be like, dude, come on. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. So Drew, if you ever, I wouldn't do that to Shmoo because her reaction might not be the best. You know, I don't want there to be drama. You know, I gotta make sure, I gotta watch what I say, you know, to my girl. So make sure you do the same, but you can still do that. What up? You with Flacco? Who's Flacco? And Zadie, I still need an apology from you from the comment the other day, by the way. No, TK7, we can't say that. Hold on, let me go sleep again. Yeah, she needs some cheese with it, Drew. TK7, they literally just did a sponsored YouTube short yesterday. Epic Games did. And then they also did a sponsored video today for Kaz. They're definitely still focused on the game, I promise. I promise they're still focused on the game. Because, Daddy, you commented on a video and you said, hey, why didn't you credit this content creator because you thought I copied something from that creator, but actually that person copied me. And I don't know if you saw the comments about it. Holy smokes, there's a lot of comments. Okay, thank you so much for this dupe spear. Before your second video, I used dynamite. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a big time waste, Andrew. But that's kind of why I like sharing stuff with the community like that, because we all figure out faster ways to do everything. And yet, Zadie, I was obviously joking. I didn't mean it in like a negative way. What's going on? Guillermo, right? Guillermo? Hopefully I said that right. Looks Italian. I feel like Crafty sounds like something from the movie I watched yesterday. Who's that? Like Robert De Niro? No, a lot of people tell me I sound like Seinfeld. I get that a lot. I get that I sound just like oh wow, whoa. Get it together, dude. That I sound like Seinfeld a lot. A live stream, nice. That's what I'm talking about, dude. All right, so now we have our dessert area. This is where you could really catch me. Yo, Zadie Knight with the one gifted. Thank you so much, Zadie. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you so much. But this is the ice cream spot. There's See, it's weird. Whenever you go to an ice cream spot, there's always energy drinks from companies that you've never heard of before. Like, you'll find like a Rick and Morty ice cream spot. Like a Rick and Morty. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about when you go to an ice cream or a candy store and they have like a Rick and Morty energy drink that you've never seen before, or like a Family Guy, and you're like, what is this? Like, is this even going to taste good? You know it doesn't, so you don't buy the energy. The way you look at it and you're like, who would ever buy this? That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's like, this isn't soda. That's not a Pepsi right there. You know what I mean? That's going to be a Dana energy drink. You know? Yeah, like Rocket Fizz. Yeah, like it's a real random drink that they just slap some like main logo on. But this is like a nice little ice cream spot. I like the purple and the pink. The purple and the pink look so nice inside of Lego Fortnite because it's bright. Where like normally our walls are gray, they're cobblestone, they're tan like this. But when you get these bright colors like this and you make it work, because this is literally exactly what an ice cream stand would look like, it's just perfect. And then you got to check the drawers again, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. There's also a little jukebox in here. And then, okay, so this is that area, right? I did this? I did do that. Okay. So I did all of these, but now let's talk about this next area, okay? The next area is number 3, which is going to be the building behind me now. This was made by Creative Phoenix and Miller King, and there's a few things that we have to talk about here. First things first. This wall right here, I broke and I destroyed it. Like, I didn't do it on purpose. There's a brute location, like, right here. Like, on top of this mountain area. And he sniped me from, like, 1,000 meters away. He sniped... His toxic ball just flew across and then just smacked a wall right here and broke it down. And I think that they fixed it, but how they fixed it was with this machine right here that Miller King put down, which looks like a little construction zone. But here's the coolest thing about this. I don't have the image. I don't. Yo, Zadie with another gifted. Thank you so much, Zadie. What he did was he created this machine to drop off an object because they hit the complexity in here. So the complexity was hit inside of this area. So he had to make a machine or like a drivable thing in order to pick up and drop off items to be able to still contribute, even though there was a complexity warning here. Which was an insane thought to do to begin with, but really cool nonetheless. And obviously is very nice of him because I ruined Phoenix's wall here. Zadie with another gifted. Zadie, thank you so much, man. Rye Guy, thank you so much for the 10 beans, dude. I appreciate you so much. Make a video about starting a new world and speedrunning to get to the Storm King trophy, or just start a new world. That'd be fun, like doing like a speed run and see how fast I could do it. That would be fun. He dropped off the Storm King statue. Okay, so Miller King dropped off this statue right here. Oh. Okay, so he used this machine right here to drop off that statue that's centered over there. And that's why you could see, like, I'm not going to touch it, but I bet you guys if I walked up and I pushed it, it would probably move because it got dropped here instead of actually placed. So because the complexity warning was so bad or so crazy, you literally can't touch it, which is crazy. Insane. Like a crazy build right here. And there's stuff inside of here. I got a gun. Dana, where you at? You feel me? Where you at, Dana? You want some of this? No, I'm kidding. No, don't want shit. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Now, this is the building that Phoenix and worked on, which is like an armory down low. A big-time armory because you guys can see the weapons. We got the sapphire crossbow. We got the bowcaster. We have another gun back there just in case somebody, just in case somebody pops out at me. I can jump back here and I can grab this gun, which is really nice. I got an oven back here with a fire above it, which looks awesome. A spear right there. And again, this would probably look even better if I didn't destroy the wall. Well, I didn't destroy anything if the brute didn't destroy the wall. Custom build to go up to the second floor here with what's this? A little fireplace down just there, dude? Yeah, right here. The fireplace right inside of here, which looks nice. Another little area to do like a video. Like, hey, what's going on, guys? Crafty here, and when people do stuff for my world, I destroy it. That's as much as I can attribute. A nice little hangout area here. This is where we spy on Dana, and we watch on this big thing right here, and we say, all right, like, she's close. Let's all get out of the way here. And there's literally a hole in the floor right there because of me. Ignore it, please. And then I thought there was going to be like a mystery up here, but there wasn't. Thank God. I jumped up here and I said, yo, is there something up there? There wasn't. Thank God. But nonetheless, another great custom build that was made that obviously I destroyed. Okay? You're Italian. You're not Italian. You're Latin. Well, it's funny because when I read your name, I thought for sure you were Italian. See you later, Andrew. What's going on, Y4? All right, so next up, we're going to go to building number 4, which is going to be the bank. You guys can see in the top left that it'll tell you the name of where we're going to go and what is actually going to be in it. There's no villager teasing the next update. That means the basic update. Nah, TK, you can't get your hopes down, man. They got something planned for us. You just got to trust. Oh, yeah, the vehicles, man. What am I doing? I completely walked right past the vehicles. You're right. And then we're going to go to the bank. Check your cabinets on the second floor. Did I miss something? Did I literally miss opening this? No. The cabinets. What cabinets? I grabbed everything. Yeah, I think I got it all. Yeah, I got it all. I can even go right down my... Oh! Right down the thing that I put. And I got this already. Use my creator code. Let's go, Austin. Oh, yeah, the vehicles. So here's a few vehicles that he made. This one kind of looked like a Tesla, kind of looked like a Cybertruck, which is cool looking. And then you could see, like, they are actually fully functional. There's a little bit of lag, but this is my Storm. This is the Storm Chaser's vehicle. Like, look at how cool this thing is. You could use the, I don't think we could fly in this thing, right? Obviously not. But there are thrusters on the back as well, which is pretty cool. There's a bunch of cool things about this, but it looks exactly like a Tesla Roadster in a way. Or not a Tesla Roadster, like a Tesla Cybertruck. But a Storm Chaser's truck, not a Cybertruck. This is a Storm Chaser's truck. And it looks sick. It looks indestructible. Like a Tornado Chaser. Yeah, actually, you're right. Because it's made out of like the cobblestone. And then obviously, he made this as well, which had stuff inside of it. And this was used to pick up and drop stuff off. What does this do under here? I don't know. I'm not even going to touch it because I don't even want to touch it because I don't know what it's going to do to me. We need a tutorial. So listen, I've been telling them for a while just to start a YouTube channel. They need to do it. And whenever they do, then we could all learn how to actually build because I'm terrible at building. You have a few airships and boats you like to show out. Dude, post a video of them. If you guys have nice builds, you guys have to post videos and start tagging me in them because I'll look. This next one is a bank. Now, guys, this is big and well detailed. Look at this, first off. You don't even want to walk into a bank that's on fire. Okay? But inside of here, you have like a little meeting room inside of here. Like, hey, what's going on, guys? Where's my money? I had $10,000 in my bank account and now I got 0. What did you invest it in? You know? And then they're like, ourselves. Then you got a second floor up here, which is kind of like a library, or this is where they keep all the files, like Crafty's 47,000 credits in debt to the Bricky Gang. So that's what you would say. And then you have a nice little like luncheon spot. Now you can see that area that's rendered in now over here, which looks very nice. So we'll look at that later, obviously. But this is like where all the files are kept, which looks like, let's go Vietnam 42.0. We have a third floor up here, which again looks over everything, and at night looks very nice, like our carousel right there. We'll take a look at that later. Our tower that we looked at a little bit earlier. Our beach, which looks very nice when you're looking from far out here. But yeah, we could call that just a library. But then you actually have the bank area. And again, like just to talk about the details of this thing. It's like, hey guys, where's my money? Give me the money. Put the money in the bag. And then they tell you no, and you're just like, all right, I'll just walk back here and do it myself so you guys didn't lock your doors. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many little things about here. Like, you got a back room right here with sacks of money. You know what I'm saying? Give me the money. Put it in a bag. That's what you would do. The Bricky Gang. I don't know. That's what you guys are called, right? God, I'm gonna be so... The Bricky Bunch, dude. What am I doing, man? Please ignore me. I had too much energy drink today, all right? Too much energy drink. How to make a door that you push by using one swivel. I made one, but it doesn't blend in. I wish I knew. Now, you guys can take a look inside of here. There's literally somebody working in there, and he's trapped, which is cool. We'll take a look down here in a second, but you can see, like, here's all the files, security room. This is the money printer, or I guess this is where they're printing out the newspaper that reads... What's Crafty doing, you know? But down here was a secret little area, which looked amazing. There's a guy down here working on something. This is like, I don't even know what you would call this. It's like an underground lair down here. And you have all this area that you could just walk in and out of. So now, like, we're outside, but, like, we'll go back in very quickly because there's still more to show you inside of here. There's a you know, a pressure plate right there to press. Walk through the fire. Now I'm literally a cooked fish. There was a brute scale inside of here. But it's like this little Yo! There's a pizza. What is down here? Who's living down here? I didn't even see... This is what I'm talking about. I didn't even see this the first time that I walked through it. This is really like the sewers. This is awesome. Look at this. Some bunk beds down here. A little storm guard spear? I didn't even know how you made a storm guard spear. How do you make a storm guard spear? A little bit of a TV? Oh, they're robbing the place. Oh, okay. They're robbing the place. Pretty sick. And then you can walk right out of here. This is a dead end. I walked down there. I walked all the way down there. There was a dead end. But then you can walk out, and then look, they're robbing it. Okay, now I get it. Look, look at the effort that they put into this. This guy is actually pushing this up the hill into the truck to rob them of all their money. Like, you guys see what I'm saying when I tell you? And look at the broken pieces, the fire that's in the ground. You guys see what I'm talking about when I tell you that these are the best builders in the entire game? Do you know what I'm saying? They're robbing the bank actively, and we can't do anything to stop them. How incredible, dude. But that's the bank. Now we have number 5, which is going to be the mines, which is this right here. Now, I got distracted when I was trying to do a video, and I like looking at this at night. I like looking at a lot of this stuff at night as well, because a lot of it has, like, glowing effects and things of that nature. But you guys can see, this is called the mines, and it literally has minerals coming that are going into here and being stored inside of there. You also have, like, down low. This is, like, an entire, like, construction area, which is really, really, really cool. Here's our coal to kind of fuel this, which is awesome. Now, I was somewhere, like, all the way over here when I was walking through this for the first time, and something had these things going crazy. I think it was, like, an animal or something. And I was like, yo, what is going on? So there's a pressure plate somewhere. Right here. Look at this. So this is like when they come and they work on the stone breaker. There's fire that's working under here. The swivels are going absolutely insane. Look at this. Come on, yo. Look at this. Come on. Made a few weapons with Stormcore because you don't know what it's used for. Plus, Stormguard comes with attached runes. Okay, that's pretty cool. I want to know what you do the bottom floor of my castle. I can send you a video. If you see this, I want to know what you would do to... definitely send it, Dimitri. I'd love to see it. Can you add me? Guillermo, I'm not adding anybody right now. I added a bunch of people like just a few weeks ago, dude, and just got slammed with invites again. And that's like... If there's no do not disturb button on this game. So, like, I literally can't even do anything. Okay, I removed the light charm to hopefully make that look a little bit nicer. But, like, another work area with coal, stand on this and it literally makes these things go crazy. Like, look at the build. And it's not done. It's not just up there. It's also down here. You got the pipes. You have, hold on, eat. Don't spam the emote. Yeah, Dimitri, send it on, tag me on YouTube or post it inside the Discord for sure. But, like, look at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? How insane. What's next? 6? The gazebo. This one was made by Joe. This is the gazebo that's just kind of in the middle of everything. This is like a really nice and clean build. And the nice thing about this is it almost looks as though you can do this with like any type of design as well. So it's just a nice little gazebo that you can come hang out in. You can see like my name, Crafty, right there. You can look back over here. You have a nice view. You have a nice view of literally everything from inside of the gazebo, which is awesome. Yeah, that was looking. That really was such like this is insane tech that you built right here. Like that's some stuff I've never seen before added into the game, like ever. Now let's go to number 7, which is going to be probably some of the most impressive stuff. Yo, why am I spinning so fast? I don't know. What's going on, Ruby? So this part of the map. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. This part of the map was made by Shmoo, Phoenix, Miller King, and Joe. And this is an arcade and a play area, which is awesome. Because, and I already looked at this, but if I sit down here, I can spin somebody that's sitting on the thing to the left. And I can also spin the carousel, even though it gets stuck a little bit. There's still a carousel here, which is awesome that like people can actually go into it if they wanted to. And I can technically spin it for them to hang out in, which is awesome. Like, how are people this good at building? I really don't know. I don't have the answers for you. But this is like an entire little like amusement park for kids. You have the tire swing, you have a regular swing, you have like a little bouncy thing with like the llama and the duck on it. You have a seesaw. It looks like a little like play pool area, a sandcastle area. Like, look at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it possible that people do this? I don't know. I could never. Now this game, I don't really know what this is, but it's something. It's definitely something. And then your food court area, so you got hot dogs, popcorn, soda, croissants, and different food items like that, which is awesome. There's a pressure plate on the merry-go-round. Okay, whoa. There's a pressure plate on the merry-go-round. Why am I turning like that? Okay, there's a pressure plate on the merry-go-round. I'm going to find it very quickly. A pressure plate on the merry-go-round. Okay, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see the pressure plate. I don't know where it is. Oh, monkey bars. Okay. Some monkey bars. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't know what it was at first. I'll be honest. I was like, hey, what is this? Monkey bars. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't see the pressure plate, but no big deal. Okay, but now that I know this is monkey bars, okay, you're right. This is like a good attempt at it, and it is kind of funny. Because obviously I can get across. You see, that's me doing monkey bars. Easy peasy. But then you walk inside of here, and this is the arcade area. The arcade stuff I don't feel like people use a lot of, but the arcade is cool because nobody really used this decor. But you could see like everything that's inside of here. You got basketball, you got pinball, you have air hockey. You walk down here, you have like, you pay your ticket. I get in for free, though. I kind of own the joint, so I get in for free. But we're not done just yet. Any guess on the skins for the next Lego Pass? Star Wars probably, but we got to wait to see any type of teasers from them. Now, inside of here, I'll be honest, I didn't know what this was because it doesn't have like a name or anything, but it looks like a little potion spot. Like, it's a little potion spot with a ton of decorations inside of here. You can play the piano inside of there. Is this something I could open? No. Okay, good. Is this something I can open? No. Good. Because I know I'm missing a ton of brute scales. But this is like a miniature shop right here, which looks very nice. Again, can't wait to see what you think that is. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I thought it was like a little potion shop. That's what I would think. Not a potion spot. Outside of that, I don't know what this could be. Chat, what do you guys think that this is? Like, it's not a potion spot. What could this be? That's what I would think it would be. Oh, look, an antique store. Okay. An antique shop. All right, that makes sense. Prediction. Imagine they announce backpacks that are carryable for more swords like a bundle. That'd be really cool. I don't know if they're going to, but that would be really cool. Maybe a battle pass skin from a newer Star Wars show like Andor or other ones like Smugglers. That would also be cool. Yeah, I think that, I'm not sure. Like I said, I think that Star Wars is coming. I mean, that's what, like, you know, somebody told me, you know. I'm not supposed to tell people that somebody told me that, but somebody told me that. So, that's what I think that we're getting. That's what somebody told me that we're getting. So don't hold me to it if we don't, but that's what I was told. We'll find out. We'll see. Hopefully that's what we get. Inside of here, though, is our next spot. Sorry for the lag. This is like another like weaponry. Thermal detonators on the wall. Another storm chase. This is kind of like a storm chaser's. Yo, I was like, what just happened? And then it started storming out. It literally just started storming, dude. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, Grievous, that would be a good one. Because they said that the teaser that was the Battle Royale image that was posted, they said it was the Battle Pass. Apparently, that's not, like, actually the Battle Pass, and that's them just showing what skins are going to come. None of them are confirmed inside of a pass just yet. So we'll get something. Nonetheless, this looks like a Storm Chaser's, like, hangout. You know, like, it has all the storm stuff, the storm weapons, the books, the weapons you would use, the shield, the food items, everything that you would get from the Storm Chasers update is inside of here. It's kind of like a museum for Storm Chasers, which is awesome. Should I sleep? Yeah. I think I should sleep. Yeah, let's get through this storm here. I don't want to deal with this storm. Why am I turning like that? Storm King Museum. Okay, I was right. If you added an item, what would it be? If I could add any item into the game. If I could add any item into the game, I don't know what it would be. I'm turning at like record turning speeds. I don't know. Oh, I can't even sleep it. I can't even sleep. Darth Jar Jar. Yeah, Darth Jar Jar makes sense. Yeah, if I could add an item into Lego Fortnite Odyssey, I really don't know what it would be. I don't know. What would you guys add, chat? If you guys could add one thing into Lego Fortnite Odyssey, what would it be? I don't know what I would add. I'll be honest. I'd have to think about that. So just put it into like the show-off room inside of the Discord. Okay. So this is the next room that we're at. And this kind of looks like somewhere where you would do like your laundry, like a cleaning service. Like, hey, here's my tuxedo. Take it. And then they would hang it and they would do everything for you, which is nice. It looks like this probably spins or something. I think it does, right? Is that a swivel under there? Maybe I'm wrong. It almost looks as though that would spin. But maybe I don't understand things. Maybe it doesn't. That's what it looks like, though. But this is where like you'd bring your tuxedos and stuff, I think. Which would make sense. Inside of here is going to be another. This is a hair salon. So remember earlier, guys, I showed you guys that they built me a earlier they built me the dentist office and the doctor's office. Not only that, but we also have a barber shop and a hair salon. Obviously, Dana's not getting treated to anything like this ever, right? I'm never going to pay for her to get her hair done or anything like that. But this is somewhere where the villagers can go to get their hair done and things of that nature. Up top here, we have our barber shop, which, like, yeah, can you just shave my bald head again? Like, what am I supposed, you know what I mean? Like, what is Triggerfish going to do in here? Nothing. But he's going to show up, that's for sure. He's never going to miss a haircut appointment. What's going on, Dranok? Of course, man. I would love to stream more. My problem is that I'm at the point where I'm playing a lot more Battle Royale than I am Lego Fortnite Odyssey until we get an update. So, like, if I were to stream anything, it would be Battle Royale, and I don't know if people would actually want to see that. Okay, and then inside of here is like a coffee shop. I've never drank, guys, I've never had a coffee in my life. Would you guys believe that? Unless unless the nitro things from Starbucks count, but that's like hardly even a coffee. It's more like an energy drink, right? I think. But this is a coffee shop that was built. They also have music inside of here, which is nice. You can go back here and you could work and you could say, hey guys, what kind of coffee do you want? And then they'd say like, something, and then I would make it. I don't know what it is, but I would make whatever it is. But like a juice shop and coffee shop is very cool and very nice. Again, this part of the map was built by this part of the map was built by Shmoo, Miller King, Phoenix, and Joe, which looks really nice. You don't drink coffee either? I don't blame you. Okay. This is some of the most impressive stuff right here. Guys, it's insane what you guys are about to see. Like, I love the writing and stuff, even though they spelled theater wrong. Like, even though they spelled theater wrong, it's still very nice. I'm kidding. They didn't spell theater wrong. I just wanted to give them like a... Actually, matter of fact, they did spell theater wrong. Right? I was just joking around because that was the word on the screen, and I said, hey, maybe if I say that they spelled it wrong, that they'd be like, oh my gosh, did I really spell it wrong? But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of do think that they spelled theater wrong. Is it ER or is it RE? I could have sworn that theater is RE. Are there two ways to spell theater? I think there's two ways. Okay, yeah, there's two ways to spell theater. I just looked it up. There's two ways. Americans spell it ER, and then people in the UK spell it RE. So that's why I was a little bit confused. Don't even ask why I even thought about that. But in my head, there's two ways. There's two spellings of it, and both are right. That tripped me out for a second, because I really was just trying to prank you guys, but then it turned out that it could actually be spelled both ways. Oh, man, I'm such a prankster, dude. Let's get back into it, all right? Let's get back into it. Yeah, I think that's why, because of Shakespeare stuff. That would make sense. Yeah, British theater. Okay, yeah, so I was right. This next area of the map is by Shmoo, Joe, and Spidey Drew. And then the final part is Villager Joe, excuse me. The final part all the way down there is by Villager Joe. So we got a toy section. And by the way, guys, all of like the writing is custom stuff. So that's custom writing there. And when you see the writing on these things, it's all custom. Shmoo did the whole toy store. Like, look at this place. Does this not resemble like exactly what you would expect when you check into a toy store? Everything that you would see inside of here, the arcade, multiple toys in a row, chairs just like this. What's going on? Oh, whoa. What is he so mad about? What was he so mad about right there? I don't know. But look how nice this is. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if there's any better buildings out there. Oh, and color. Yeah, you're right, Barry. You're right. Did you know I gained the Grasslands route in my first extra world? Now I'm going for 2. Let's go, Guillermo. Go get it done. The pink stripes on the floor. Oh, that was so nice. Right here is really nice. This is a nice fishing area, which has our gold fish on the thing here. It's unfortunate that they changed like the way that the items hang up here, because I bet you it didn't look like this originally when they built it, but because of the update, it looks a little bit weird because these hang out now. Nonetheless, a nice fisher's area. They don't have a door though. They probably get robbed a lot. They literally can't lock their door. They literally can't lock their door. But still, look how nice this is. You walk up, order stuff, somebody will hand it to you, I'm sure. Now this is a potion spot. I'm kidding. This is like a mechanic shop. This is like if you were to go to like the back right of your Walmart. where like you would find like paint and tools and stuff. And I said like a mechanics shop, like they're the only ones with tools. But like you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like this is your tool shop. You're gonna find your tools on the wall, like the hammers and everything that you need to do like handiwork. Do I do handiwork? No. Does Crafty in real life do handiwork? No. Have I built anything in my house? I put a gate up near my cat litter box and I did the gate wrong. And now my son pulls at the gate and I don't know what to do because I don't know how to build stuff. So I'm going to spend a lot of time in here because I need tools to learn how to actually build stuff. And yo, did somebody go to the potty inside of here? Why is the water in there green? Does anybody want to explain what's going on, Syria? Syria is another incredible builder. Won like multiple build contests. Syria, I haven't seen you in a build contest in a while. But who used this bathroom? Or who used this bathtub, yo? That had to have been... I don't know. But nonetheless, this is like a mechanics like whole shop. Now we go over to the potion area. I knew this was coming. I knew a potion area was coming because I saw it yesterday. But inside of here is all decorated with potions. Oh, there's a torch down there. Up here, there's probably a brute scale. Right? Unless I took it yesterday. I took it yesterday. Spidey peed in it. Or this is like a, this is where you would go to speak to, like a psychic. And you'd be like, hey, like, what is the next Lego Fortnite update? And then they would be like, the psychic would be like, sorry, we can't tell you until, like, we just can't tell you what the next update is. And then we're like, but it's been 5 months, help us. And they're like, no. That's what I imagine, like, talking to a psychic in here would be like. But this is 2 wizards apart. This isn't even somewhere that you would... Oh, there is a fortune teller upstairs. Okay, so I'm right. Oh, man, Syria. Okay, we got to figure something out for that thing because I miss seeing your builds. Inside of here is our instruments area. So you could buy, like, speakers, guitars, pianos, microphones. Please, please, please give us a teaser. Bum, 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 bum. Who's playing the beat? Bum, 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 bum. Please, please, please. You know, like, that's what I imagine that it would, like, if there was people up here and they were performing, that's what it would be like, probably, if they were to do it. What's going on, Lukey? Crystal ball, interactable prop. That would be awesome. The 2 wizards are under the stairs that will curse you if you steal. Yeah. You ain't doing nothing. You guys aren't doing nothing. I told them they wouldn't do nothing. Inside of here is a... This kind of looks like a general store, yeah? This kind of just looks like a 7-Eleven almost. Every time I see chests, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get myself another brute scale. But you go inside of here, it's like a general store. Hey, give me a magazine. Give me some Avengers. Give me some popcorn. Give me that Rick and Morty soda that's down there. You know what I mean? What's going on, Starbucks? Like a general store. That's what it looks like. And then here is one of the most incredible... When I saw this, I was like, yo, this is insane. A Crafty movie theater? A Crafty movie theater. 1 ticket, please. What movie do you want to watch? Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. That's what I would like to see. And then they go, yeah, go ahead, go in there. And then I walk in, and here's my... Oh, what, you want my jacket? I'm not trying to get naked inside of a movie theater, so you're not taking my jacket. How about that? Oh, I should probably use the bathroom before I get started. Guys, can I get some privacy? Can you guys close your eyes? Come on. A VIP section? Looks like a crafty section, am I right? Yeah, you already know my credentials. I can go in here. A little VIP section for me to go in and be like, hey, what's going on, everybody? hang out inside of here, popcorn and free stuff that I get everything pretty much. What's going on, Zets? And then you get to choose like what level do you want to be on? Do you want to go to the top level, the bottom level? Regardless, you can go up here and you can watch the theater from up top. Don't tell Abraham Lincoln about up here. Does anybody get that joke? That's a good joke, I think. But up here, you get to watch the theater from up here. And then down here, you could also choose a seat to sit in and be like, hey, what's going on? I'm watching Revenge of the Sith here. The best Star Wars movie to ever release. Right? And then this guy just hands out popcorn. Hey, man, large popcorn, extra butter, please. Thank you. But very cool. There's instruments and stuff that are down there as well. So I guess like there's live performances and stuff. Yeah, Miller King said too soon. But Abraham Lincoln, that was like 90 years ago. Not actually. And then a custom chandelier. We're going to have another one of these to look at later on, but a custom chandelier. Come on now. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to work today. And then we have a restaurant down here as well. With this guy just kind of looking in between. What are you looking at, buddy? And this is like where you go to after you're done watching the movie. You come with your friends and you go, like, you'd sit down and you'd be like, yeah, can I get, you'd go, table for, everybody that's inside of the chat. And they'd be like, oh, okay. And then you'd walk over here and you'd sit down and you'd be like, yeah, guys, so Revenge of the Sith, probably the best movie that they ever put out. I mean, yeah, like Anakin pretty much is the good guy, and Darth Vader, they're the good guys. It really kind of is that they are the good people, and the Jedis are the bad people. But they try to word it, and they try to pretend like the Jedis are the good people, but they treated Anakin terribly, and that's why Anakin had to stop them because of how bad they were. If the Jedi weren't so bad to Anakin and they weren't bad people, then Anakin wouldn't have, become Darth Vader and then tried to actually do things right. And that's what our conversation would be like. But this is an Italian restaurant. Shout out to Drew and Shmoo for letting me know about that. Nice Italian restaurant back here. I'm sure they got pizza back here. We can make some. Look at everything that's built back here. I mean, look at all this. Are there any brute scales? But yeah, nice Italian restaurant in here. Look behind the theater. Like back here. What? Yo. What the heck is this? Yo. What is this? What is this? Yo! Yo! What is this? A brute scale. Oh my gosh. Dude. Look at this. I'm taking some of the juice. That is sick. Like a secret hideout underneath of the theater? Yo, I never would have found this by myself. And yeah, this is like it's like a rotating door that went up or down. I mean it'll reset, I'm sure. But yeah, look, it closes. It opens up sideways. That is so sick. Dog, what? Underneath of the movie theater, I'm just out here, like, creating weapons and stuff? Yeah, dude, that's sick, man. That area, guys, like I said, this entire area here was, again, this whole build, guys. Like I said, this whole build... I mentioned it earlier. I hired the literal best builders in all of Lego Fortnite in order to make that, or to make this. We're still not done yet. We're literally a little bit over halfway done. Okay? But we have Brooks, Phoenix, Miller King, Shmoo, Spidey, and Joe that all worked on this. And you get to see things like that. And that's why it's like so exciting to look at this stuff. And why I told them I can't just make a video on this. I couldn't possibly show off everything. You know? Like, look at that, dude. So shout out to them for that specifically. That was Villager Joe, Shmoo, and Spidey Drew that worked on that one. Now we head over to number 9, which is going to be Brooks. But she did say she wanted me to look at this at night. So we'll skip it and we'll come back to it at nighttime so that we could take a look at that. So let's go and take a look at the mansion. And when it comes to nighttime, we'll go and take a look at her build per her request. Yeah, that was sick, dude. That was awesome. I had no idea that was a thing. And I went into the basement, Miller King. Or into the basement of the bank. Now, guys, this is a mansion. Literally named Crafty's Mansion. Okay? I forgot that they added that we could name our villages. But again, this was done no prefabs. So this area of the map was made by Creative Phoenix and Villager Joe. And, like, you guys can just see how incredible this mansion is. I mentioned earlier, what's going on, 6'5"? Of course I remember you. I have my main village here at number 14. That's where I have all my chests. But I think that I'm moving permanently into this mansion, and you guys are going to see why. Number 1, I have a workstation out front here. Yo! I can't see the full name. Why is that a thing? Yo, Catherine with the 10 gifted. Yo, shout out to Catherine, every single person inside the chat. If you guys have a channel membership or were just gifted one, make sure that you guys press that W gifted inside of the chat. Thank you so much, Catherine, for dropping that into the stream. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, Catherine. I appreciate that more than you know. But I want to move everything permanently here, I think, because this mansion, like I said, there's no prefabs being made. It's literally all real builds, all custom-made builds. Even the pathing, you could see, like, this is a custom path here that they built using a trick that I posted on a YouTube short that you guys are able to follow this path all the way around the map, which is absolutely sick. I forget who originally found that, but nonetheless, very cool. But this is a custom mansion here. And when I walked through this is when I decided, when I recorded, that I literally can't upload a video on it because it's simply not possible, okay? Here's the entrance. The custom chandelier. Look at the custom staircase, rotating staircase. Guys, this isn't a prefab staircase. This is custom work. Custom work staircase. Okay? Custom work staircase. Custom work chandelier. I mean, look at how incredible this building is. Whose bed is this? I don't even know. Who did this? Somebody put it there and removed it. I don't know. It wasn't me, though. Had to have been... I'm going to blame Joe. Zixify, I don't add anybody no matter how much they donate. Unless you donate like $100,000, then of course you could be my friend. But I can't accept donations to add people because that would just start a really bad trend of people donating money to be added onto my friends list, and that's not a good thing. But yeah, this is a Phoenix custom staircase build. Like, this was built, guys, and I want to say this. I want to highlight this because I know, like, Kaboom just posted custom staircase today or yesterday on YouTube. This was built like 3 months ago. So whatever tech was used, this was found 3 months ago or used on this months ago to build this custom staircase, the custom stuff up here, that rotating door that you saw out of Joe. Like, all of this stuff was done a pretty long time ago. And just now, and this is why I say that these are the best builders in the game. People are just now finding out about this tech and like how to build like this months later. Okay? They say that I got an eye for talent. You know what I'm saying? No, I just made good friends, I think, and they're able to build insane stuff. But this is the entryway that you get in here. And mind you, we're going to get lost. Okay? We're going to get lost in here. But you got Meowscles hanging out on a couch inside of this room. There's a staircase here. Another downstairs area over here. Another hangout. This door's open. Let's close it. We don't want intruders coming in here. It looks like a lot of villagers are just hanging out. You're going to donate $100? Make it, add 3 more zeros, Zixify. Am I right? I'm kidding, dude. Please don't. A kitchen area right here. Another, how many villagers are hanging out here, dude? 20? Another, how many villagers are here? Let's open up this door. Okay, that brings us back outside. Another hangout area. A small little corridor here. Oh, a bathroom. Okay. Don't want to get caught in there on camera. Am I right? Here's our kitchen area. Or here's our kitchen area. Another villager. What are you just looking at the fire? I guess that's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I support it. The arcade inside of the house. Now do you guys see why I just want to pack everything up and move here? This is why. You know what I mean? That's why. Look at this. An arcade. Imagine how cool it would be if you could actually play on these. Play air hockey against a villager. But look at how sick this is. Oh, and you thought that was cool? Let's go outside. A pool area? Like an indoor pool? I don't even know what build this is that they put down here to make it look like this. Because most people just use the rug. Right? Like most people just use these rugs in order to build this. I don't even know what piece this is. I guess this is like a wall. Like a sideways blue wall. Right? But, like, look at how nice this is out here. You walk outside, you got an indoor, like, I guess like a hybrid, like an indoor-outdoor pool area. Come on, yo. And this is only the bottom floor. I haven't even gone to the top floor yet. Give you the house in real life? Dude, that's what I need. The Der Burger fence? The Der Burger fence. This? The takeout railing? That's insane. That's how you built it? Yeah, that's incredible, dude. I didn't even think about that. I don't know anybody that does think about that. Okay, so we have the second floor. Dude, with like a secret floor here. Here's a better look at the chandelier. Like, look at the chandelier. I told you earlier that there was a chandelier that we had, I think it was in the movie theater, right? That was very nice and custom. This one looks even better. Here's the bedroom for all the villagers here. We got Mozzie and Aura staying in the same room with their own makeup station, which is cool. Then across the hallway, inside of here, we have Trace and Professor Orant inside of this room, the storm area. We have a much larger room in here. I think this is my room. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, all right, let's just go inside of here first. Whose room is this? This is Meowscles and Tabby, who have a downstairs area. What is this? Because they're cats? Is this like a cat area? What is this? They have like a little downstairs here? For the cats? Because they like to crawl around and do stuff? I don't know. I'm making that up. But can we just go into my bedroom? Dibs! Like, if we all got a vacation home, I would run into this room and say, dibs, immediately. The bed right here. Look at this. My own bed. What's this? I don't even know what this is. A bathroom? Outside? Oh, it's thundering as well. Get to take a look on the outside area. We could take a look at Woodhedge. Made by Miller King. Brute scale, we found another one. Yo, we're missing so many still. But look at this bedroom area. And then you have another floor up here where I could just, have secret dinners? I can go on a date with Dana? Oh, no, because it's out here now. Here's our village square. I was wondering where this was. And here it is. 7 villagers I got here. Sick. Oh, here's my trophy case. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. What's going on, Benji? But I have my trophy case right here. There's another floor. Another level up here. That I could walk around. Okay. Kind of like it's just a hangout spot. Get to look around. Which is sick. A downstairs area inside of here. I'm sorry that it's so dark. Of course it starts storming when I go outside. Am I right? A hangout spot up here. Sorry, the game lagged. Let me get up here. Another bedroom in here. Silas, what are you doing sleeping up here, dude? You have like an outdoor bedroom. There's bugs. Silas doesn't care, I guess. He's an adventurer, you know? Inside of here is a workstation area. This is sick. That's what I'm talking about. I could literally just live in here. Zixify, you do not hate yourself, brother. With loot inside of here as well, which is sick. Yeah, I could literally live here. I genuinely could. Look at how nice this area is. Absolutely insane. Coconut trees with like that hidden tech that was made. So it looks like they're just like, it's a plant instead of having like the crops there. Right? A little crop area, flower garden area. I could look through this this scope and look. Is that Star Wars Part 2 out there? No, I don't know. Probably not. Could be. Inside of here, we got a little library area that we could overlook that chandelier again. And I think that's it, right? I think that's it for this area. I don't want to miss anything. It's difficult to know if I've walked in everywhere because it's so big. Okay, here's a loom and things of that nature inside of here with chests that actually have stuff in them, which is sick. Yeah, I literally could live here. Another hangout area. Like, if this was somebody's real life house, you'd be like, dude, what do their parents do for a living? You know? Like, what do your parents do exactly? Am I right? More spiral staircases up and down. I'll take that. We got some wine in here. And then we're back to the front. Is this mansion not insane, guys? You can be honest. You're allowed to say yes. You're allowed to say that mansion is actually insane. If there's anything that I missed, please let me know inside of the chat that I missed it. Because there was just so much. But now we have to go back to the cathedral because this is what Brooks built. We're going to go back to Treehead. Yeah, Miller King. It's just nighttime, and Brooke wanted me to look at this at nighttime. But this is the cathedral that she built at night. And I was online when she was building this multiple times and had to assure her that I was not looking at it. But look at the outside. It's glowing purple on the outside. Look how sick this looks. 3.7 million gold for that. Sheesh. Did you get the scale in the textile room? I think I did. I could be wrong. I'll go back, though. But this is the cathedral. So you could sit down here. Pay attention as they tell you that Dana is not a god. You know? Piano for the music. You could walk up here and you could tell everybody, like, Crafty's world. You're just living in it. Dana is the worst. She's behind me. That was a reaction punch, actually. But look at how clean the inside of this is, man. Shout out to Brooke for this build. But that's not all. I was walking around here, and when you look at this, you wouldn't expect anything, right? You wouldn't suspect a single thing, right? But what if I told you that there's a secret room basement again? How many secrets are here? Spiders underneath here, a casket. Dana's probably escaped from there. The tribute to Ops Man, as per usual. Dana's body right there. There's multiple Danas, I guess. But look at this. And when it's dark, it's so hard you wouldn't even notice this secret room inside of here. And again, that's why I said to them, I said, you guys have to be in here because there's so many times that I'm going to miss these secrets that are inside of here. Like, just absolutely insane at night. The bright purple, because when you're outside, look at this. With the storm, it looks sick. Where are the traps? Seriously, there should have been traps. They're going to add that eventually. Which then brings me So I kind of showed this off in a video one time, almost by accident. And that would be Joe and Miller King's graveyard. Now, I don't know who's all died here, but they built this custom graveyard here to show us everything. And again, I don't know who's buried and who escaped right here. Bed claimed by other player. Was that by design? Who has this? Who is sleeping in this? And then the custom work to get inside that looks nice. But there was a scale inside of here that I grabbed. But look at this. This is like where the people that got big time money bury people at. This is like where you guys would hopefully bury me. So that's Miller's bed. Okay. Yeah, this would probably be the lost villagers. Triggerfish is probably in there somewhere. Fish sticks. All my family's in there. But that's a graveyard here. Multiple doors, fences, everything. I mean, it's so nice. Genuine. Look how nice this is. Yeah, Brooks did this building here. The Cathedral. With the purple lights, the pink lights, the basement area. Like, you wouldn't even think or know that there was a basement. Because when you walk in, again, you're looking, you're like, oh, this is just a staircase up. But there's a little room inside here that brings you into a basement, which is sick. And then obviously you wash your hands. This was an awesome build that she put right here. And then the last thing to look at outside of this tire swing right here is going to be Woodhedge. We saved the best for last, all right, Miller King? Woodhedge, dude. Let's walk through our mansion to get there. Look at the villagers. They're waiting for me. Hey, guys, I'm home. Yeah, hey, it's me. I'm home. Can we get a little bit of a dance out here? Oh, I forgot that I'll get copyright striked for that. Look at everybody. Holy smokes, dude. This is 7 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 people here. Somebody's visiting. Okay. Then we got Woodhedge. Oh, it's not nighttime, so it's not going to look as nice. It's not nighttime, so it's not going to look as nice, but this is Woodhedge because all the trees in a circle. He really likes these lamps for some reason. There was also a thing inside of here as well. But this is Woodhedge with the lights underneath every single one of these facing inward. But that's not all. It doesn't end there. It does not end there. The last spot. Now, they told me to save this for last. And this is going to be Spawn Point 10. I wish that you could rename these. Yo, can we get a 1 in the chat if you guys think that we should be able to rename these things? Am I right? We should be able to rename these. But now, without showing you guys, I don't want to show you guys what it, yeah, I don't want to show you guys yet. I don't want to show you guys yet. How many brute scales do I have? Not enough. Sorry, the NFL draft is on. I'm trying to see who the Cowboys are picking. They just, you know, they're the worst. They're just genuinely terrible. I don't even know what pick we have. Oh, we're a little bit late. Okay. Here is the final destination, the final spot. Okay, everybody? Oh, wait, hold on. There's another Miller King vehicle over here. I spotted a Miller King vehicle. Let me get in there. Look at this. He was probably out here looting. I was right next to him while he was building this, by the way. A Miller King vehicle. I don't know how you turn this bad boy. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, are you guys ready to take a look at this? Miller King just builds, yo. All right. Let me move in a little bit closer. Let me move in a little bit closer. All right, ready? The final spot. Crafty Plays. Like and subscribe. Gosh, don't you guys hate how far apart Fish Stick's eyes or Triggerfish's eyes are? And this thing turns. This is like a swivel. This thing turns. Which is sick. Like, look at this. Like and subscribe on the bubble. Like as if I'm saying it. And that's on both sides. So both sides are decorated exactly like this. And you could go inside of here as well. Which is where, when I went into this chest, I found all of these brute scales. They took 60-something brute scales from me. And then here's the village square. It's only 1 out of 10, but it doesn't need to be any higher than that. Yo, wait, what is up here? Oh, it's just... That's just like a jumping area. But nonetheless, like, how incredible is this, guys? Know how to kick out villagers? Yeah, if you go into your village, you can go to residence, and you could select them and press remove villager. It'll say ask... See, it's like it's kind of dark down there, but it'll say ask to leave. But guys, is this not incredible? Is everybody in here like and subscribe? Did everybody do that? Yeah? This is where you guys all almost died? Why, was there a brute here or something? Try Minecraft one time? That would be fun. Oh, this is where you guys spawned at. Oh my gosh, you know what's so crazy? Ev started here. Dude, Ev almost ruined this for me. And never said anything. I had Ev join me to record like little clips, and he spawned in and he looked at this and he told me that there was something here, but he never said what it was. And he said, "Oh, did you build this?" And I said, "Did I build what?" And dude, it completely went over my head. It completely went over my head. And yeah, that's the type of friend that I am. You guys spawn in, and I just kind of allow you guys to fend for yourselves. How's half the comments members? We have a lot of... Listen, the Lego Fortnite community is nothing but love all the time. It's nothing but love all the time. Whatever that is. So we had a few gifted subs today, a few gifted donos today. We have people that are just longtime members to begin with. A lot of love inside of the chat. And then, like I said, they built this entire area for me as well. I built this terrible area that Shmoo hated me for. I built this fishing spot, but they built all of this, which looks very nice. This fishing area that you have actual fish in. Look at all my golden fish that I fished all on my own. I'm kidding. But like I said, guys, like this is, and I mean it. Like I could never build like this. I could never build like this. Ever. And that's why I love when I'm able to... That's why I love when I can hold these build contests and have you guys build. And then, obviously, I can hire you guys and then showcase what you guys are building. Because some of the stuff that you guys build is just so incredible. Like, just here in general. What's going on, Andrew? Like, just everything that was here. Whether it was the sideways wall, the mansion, the gigantic tower that Spidey Drew made, the movie theater, all of the decor that Shmoo put down, the custom, area that Brooks made. There were so many things that you guys built that were like something I literally would never be able to build ever. Like, I would literally never be able to build this. Ever. So if you guys, like, and I'm not saying, listen, this isn't a plug. But if you guys go into the description, there should be a Discord server in there. Join the Discord, enter into the build contest, have fun, learn from others. Hey, I'm telling you guys, man, this game is unbelievable. I know that a lot of people are bored right now. We haven't had content in 5 months. Take the time to learn how to do some of these builds. Have fun getting creative on the game. Make a creative world. Start learning things just like this. Enter into build contests. Win giveaways. Win V-Bucks. Do stuff like this. I'm telling you, it's going to make your game so much better. And if you guys thought these builds were good, make sure that you guys say it inside of the chat. Because when I tell you that I've said to Brooks, Phoenix, Miller King, Shmoo, Drew, and Villager Joe that they need to make a YouTube channel to showcase this stuff. Like, I mean, they need to showcase this stuff. They need to have a YouTube channel where they teach you how to write in the game. They need to show you, like, teach you how to do custom words. They need to show you how to make sideways builds, these underground tunnels, how to make a movie theater. Like, they have to do this and show you guys, and we all have to teach each other. I need them to do it, okay? I need them to do it. So I think that everybody needs them to, because it would be awesome, obviously, to have some of the best builders in the game also running YouTube channels where they're teaching each other how to build and how to get better at building in this game. But guys, I can't listen. It's two things here. I, number one, can't thank them enough. This stream has been an hour and 35 minutes, and the entire time was showcasing their builds, which is the reason why I said I literally could not record a video on this, because it's not even that it would take too long. I just wouldn't be able to highlight all of the things that they did, because of, like, the wall behind the movie theater, I never would have realized. Some of the trigger plates that were hidden, I never would have seen. Seeing that they were robbing the bank, I wouldn't have noticed. There's so many things I never would have seen unless I was streaming it and showing it to you guys, and you all got to experience this with me. So shout out to every single one of them. I've thanked them 100 times, but I'll make it 101 times. Thank you guys so much for building the most incredible thing that I have inside of my Lego Fortnite world. Not only that, but they also, guys, if you did not know, here's another thing that they did for me, and they helped out a lot, and it's something that I literally, again, couldn't thank them enough for. I lost my main expert mode world. I died on the day after the Storm King update came out, and then I created this one 2 days later. They did almost all of the work for me. They did almost all of the work. All of the building, all of the looting, all of the farming, everything like that. That was literally 99% them. Also, item shop, refresh. Can I get a shout out to Crafty Plays inside of the supporter creator code if you guys are buying anything inside of here? Am I right, dude? Look at the item shop. Shameless plug. Wave Rider Axo back in here. Oh, we're not getting a water update? Whatever, Epic. You know what I'm saying? Give us a water update, all right? I'm kidding, but they did so much work inside of my expert mode world to help, because again, I lost my expert mode world. They joined in. I said, I will do all the farming. And they went through and they did so much farming for me and helped me out when it came to stuff. So I would love to do stuff like this again and show you guys even more builds and things of that nature. Maybe we'll do a stream where we go through people's worlds or something along those lines and have fun with that. But guys, shout out to the Bricky Bunch and everything that they built. Everybody needs to encourage them to make a YouTube channel, upload YouTube shorts, upload quick videos, and show people how to do every single thing that they did, as everything that they built was incredible, and I'm sure all of us would like to have that stuff in our world. And if somebody's inside of this chat, like Syria or anybody else like Ruby and some of the other people inside of the chat that also like to do builds, encourage everybody to start uploading tutorials and builds, because we need them. I need them. Yeah, I need them. I need all the help, okay? I need the help when it comes to learning how to build stuff, guys. I really do, because I stink, okay? Oh, yeah, I forgot that a bar song got added. So did Liar. I can't play it because I'm going to get copyright striked. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to get copyright striked anyway because I got Post Malone in the background. nonetheless, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed the build. I can't wait to obviously stream again even more. Maybe some Battle Royale streams. That's what I'm having the most fun with, honestly. Like, I'm not having much fun with Odyssey right now until hopefully we get an update and things of that nature. But I hope to see you guys inside of the build contest. Shout out to the Bricky Bunch for everything that they did. Thank you to everybody inside of the chat, everybody that donated, everybody that gifted memberships, and everybody that came just to watch, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hopefully, I'll be back again with the stream here soon. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream and be subscribed to the channel. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out.